a notice of change status. Parties are asking for modification based on that fact. I believe that's it, Your Honor.
And so each party has a child.
That was my understanding, is that Mr. Abbott has the older child and Ms. Bristol has the younger child.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you.
I do.
Right,
I do. Yeah.
Okay, you're both officially under oath. I'm going to let the state both call you as individual witnesses. At the end of the hearing, if there's anything either you think I need to know that didn't come out, I'll allow you to give the court that information, and we'll take it from there. Thank you.
How do Caitlin and Jaden have insurance right now?
Through Mr. Abbott. And Caitlin has right care, and Jaden had right care until the state ended the COVID right care, or COVID. I'm sorry, I'm calling it right care, but it's Medicaid. It's just another plan of Medicaid. But Jaden had Medicaid up until I think March or April, whenever the state ended all of the COVID Medicaid funds. So then Jaden was no longer eligible.
Where do you work currently?
I'm not currently employed. I'm a part-time student at Central Texas College.
And how many other children do you have under the age of 18 besides Jaden and Caitlin?
I have one. His name is Dylan Bristol, and he is 9.
Okay. Does he live with you currently?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And there is a flag on this case that says that maybe in the past, either Mr. Abbott or someone else might have threatened you or harassed you or caused you harm. Do you have an issue if your address or phone number is included in this order?
No, I don't have any issue with Mr. Abbott.
Is there anyone else you would need to keep your address or phone number from?
Yes, the other custodial parent of Dylan, which is Joshua Bristol.
Okay, so you're asking us what the order would say is that we would not include your address or phone number in this order, but you would be required to keep Mr. Abbott informed if you changed where you lived or what your phone number was.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that we haven't spoken about that you would like to tell the court today?
No.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, then I'll be back in just a moment, ma'am. Call your next witness, please.
The state would like to call Brian Abbott. Sir, will you state your full name for the record? And you got muted.
Brian Carl Abbott.
Thank you, sir. And are you the father of the children, Jaden and Caitlin?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and do you agree with the statement that Jaden came to live with you at least by 2019, if not before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also agree that you're currently providing insurance for both children through your work?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you work, sir?
I work at the Scott and White Hospital under CBRE.
And how much do you make at that job?
You mean hourly wage?
Yes, sir.
$35.84.
And do you work 40 hours a week?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you understand at this point the state didn't file any orders to change basically the conservatorship or the possession and access for Jaden?
Yeah, there's no orders for him to change as far as, going to live with her or anything. No.
Well, I meant living with you.
What the state says, sir, there's nothing on file that would change legal custody from the mother to you at this time. And I have to have something on file before I could do that.
No, he will not change.
I'm sorry, sir, you cracked up.
No, he will not change custody. No,
No,
he'll
sir.
be with me.
No, sir, that's not what I said. I'm saying that right now the child may be living with you, but I can't grant you legal custody of that child because there's no pleadings to that effect, sir. You understand that?
I'm not quite understanding that.
Okay, because right now mom has legal custody under the court order. You understand that, sir, right?
Of Jaden?
Of both children.
She has legal custody of Jaden. I am the custodial parent for Jaden.
Okay, sir, you're not getting it. Okay, I'll let the state proceed. Never mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Abbott, you are asking the court to deviate from a calculation of guideline child support because you each have one child?
Yes,
Okay. And Jaden is 18 this year, is that correct?
yes,
Is his birthday tomorrow?
it is correct.
Sorry, this is 2 days in a row I've had a child with a birthday that was the next day. Is he still enrolled in high school, sir?
Yes,
Do you know when his expected graduation date?
expected graduation date is, he's enrolled and he's scheduled for May 23rd, 24. Or maybe, I sent a letter of, him being in school. And I have that letter right here. And
Okay.
it says the school year will end May 22nd of 2024.
Okay. And he's on track to graduate this year, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court that we haven't gone over?
No, I'm just disagreement in the amount.
Yes, sir. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, what did the state come up with as far as calcs is concerned, please?
I believe the costs for the medical were right at $200. Let me see if it's on the prep screen. And I'm sorry, Mr. Abbott, do you have any other children under the age of 18 right now?
That live with me? No.
Or that don't live with you that you provide support for?
Yes, Caitlin.
Gotcha. Your Honor, we came up with a child support amount of $1,417.27. I believe there may have been some type of disability income. If you'd like, I can ask Mr. Abbott to expound on that.
Go right ahead, please. Thank you.
Mr. Abbott, in addition to your job at Scott & White, do you also receive any kind of VA disability benefits?
I do. I receive VA disability benefits.
And do you know how much that is per month?
Yes, I do. If you give me a second, I'll tell you. I get paid $2,292.
And the children don't receive any kind of apportionment from that currently, do they? Like money that's sent directly to them or directly to Miss Bristol from VA?
No.
Okay. What's your disability rating, sir?
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear you. Did you say something?
She asked my disability rating and I said it was 80%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. And is that combat related?
Yes.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, guys. This was complicated. Well, legally, not that complicated, but here's the deal. Mr. Abbott, here's the deal, sir. As I was trying to explain to you earlier, sir, technically right now, you got a court order that orders you to pay child support to Miss Bristol for both of the children. You understand that, sir, correct?
Yes.
All right. And in that court order, it's given her the right to decide domicile, which means she gets to pick where the kids live, and you are to pay child support. In order for me to actually change legal custody of that order from her for the oldest child to you, I have to have somebody file the necessary paperwork saying, asking that your custody be changed to you, and that the court then the court can consider ordering her to pay you child support, so forth and so on. visitations off the package, off the order now, because he's 18. He'll be 18 tomorrow, and he can do what he wants as far as that's concerned. But technically, you could ask for child support until he graduates from high school next year. But right now, I've gotten no pleadings on file that allow me to do that. And right now, the only pleadings I have on file deal with the fact that the state's asking for a modification of child support. And we're looking, and Ms. Hubbard, was that amount 20%, one child at 20, 17.5% with one child in, one child out?
No, Your Honor, it was not. Let me recalculate.
Okay, thank you.
I ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Back in 19, we went to court for the custody battle of Jaden. That did go to court.
All right, sir.
Out of
And you got a court order changing custody?
Yes.
All right, let me go back in the file.
This hearing is about the amount that I would have to pay for child support.
Okay, good. Just a second, sir. Let me see that. What year do you say you did that?
It was around 19.
2019. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Your Honor, I do see that in that court order, and I apologize that the state was not aware of it.
Okay, yeah, that was done by a private attorney. That's why I didn't show up on your record, son. Okay, let me see what I got here.
It's actually a really well done private order, Your Honor.
Mr. Major, he worked for you guys for 10 years before he went out in private practice. Well, 5 to 10 years before he went out in private practice.
Well, and Miss Bonga signed it as well, so I'm sure she was on it.
Oh, okay. So they gave y'all notice. Okay.
Yeah, I apologize, Your Honor. I was not aware of that, so I appreciate the fact that Mr. Abbott brought that up.
Okay, well, like I say, I'm reviewing it right now. Let's see what. Yeah, standard possession. All right, yeah, because there was an offset down that he paid child support down to 614 based on that. Okay. All right, and after the oldest child emancipates, it was supposed to go up to 921. All right. Yeah, good enough, sir. Thank you. All right, got it. All right, then at 17.5%, what's the amount, Ms. Hubbard?
It's $1,240. And Ms. Bristol's child support would, based on minimum wage assumption, would be $202.
And so subtract that difference between that amount and what's the final total? I hadn't had enough coffee to do that in my head yet, so.
$1,038.
All right, then, Mr. Abbott, $1,038 is the guideline amount, given that you would owe the $1,300. Mom would owe you $202 because right now she's not working; she's going to school. So the court would have to order the minimum wage resumption. Subtract that from the difference. That's kind of what happened in the last time around. And so at this time it would be $1,038, and then of course once that child emancipates next year, it's going to go up, sir. So at this time, what are you asking the court to do as far as the current amount of child support, sir?
I'm asking that to be adjusted because I don't believe that my child support should be doubled because I'm doing better for myself and she don't even have a job. And yet I feel like I'm being punished for doing better for myself. And now I'm going to have to pay almost double of what I pay.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Ms. Bristol. Ms. Bristol, you say you're a full-time student now, ma'am?
Part-time student, Your Honor.
All right, and what are you going to school for, ma'am?
To become an LVN.
All right, and where are you in that study field, ma'am? How much longer do you have to go?
I'm in my last semester of prerequisites. I apply for the LVN program in January. And if I'm accepted into this cohort, I begin fall of next year. and that'll be 9 months. And so I should be graduating May of 2025.
All right. Oh, this is voluntary, ma'am. I know you're trying to get ahead. Ms. Hubbard, what was the original amount that that was given in credit for moms working at that time? I think the original. Okay, let me go back and look at that order. The child support amount was the. Let me see. I'll find it. Never mind. I'll find it myself, because I have a charge for using that minimum wage, which I don't like using it based on these circumstances. But I also may look at what the original amount that was supposed to be subtracted would be and use that. So here we go.
I believe hers were $1,198.43, which would be under the minimum wage presumption.
I'm sorry.
In the order under child support guideline findings, the second sentence says that Ms. Bristol's net resources. I apologize, Your Honor. $1,198.43.
That's still just $200 would be the same amount. So, all right. All right, at this time, sir, is there anything else you want to tell the court? Because again, the math is, even based on your old order, yeah, you moved ahead. You get a lot more money, sir, at this time. But under the guidelines, I'm supposed to balance out like you did at the original order when you had Mr. Major as your attorney, and do the difference. And I was looking at, I thought the difference was a lot more back then. I thought it was $300 or $400, but right now, right then, it was still only a couple of $100s. So the child support amount that under Texas law I should order is the 1,000. What is the amount again, Ms. Hubbard?
1,038 with the offset, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and real quick, sir. Well, I'm not going to get into the family dynamics. Ma'am, are you? Does the older child ever come visit you for standard visitation, or y'all just? Yeah, he's 18. Like I said, he could do what he's going to be 18. Pretty much does what he does.
Yes, sir. He comes over when he's not working and spends time whenever he's available. It's fine with me.
Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to do the offset, but I'm also going to, I can deviate by 10% just based on the circumstances. Based on these circumstances, I will. So it's 1,038. Is that correct, Ms. Bungat? I mean, Ms. Hubbard?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to deviate downward. I'm going to go ahead and order $900 a month child support. That's a little bit more than 10%, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. But sir, here's the deal. Once the child, there's going to be an automatic language next year when he graduates from high school. It's going to go up to the full 20% with no other deviations involved. And what's that full amount at that time, Ms. Bungat? I mean, Ms. Hubbard. I'm sorry. I'm halfway through a cup of coffee. I'm still messing up today. Sorry.
1,417.
And sir, starting obviously, if your son graduates from high school next May or June, whatever the graduation date, the following month it goes up to 1,400 and some change, and that's just the way the law sets it up, sir. So again, I've taken into consideration what the offset would be based on what the mom was earning back then and what the minimum wage presumption now. I'm going to deviate an additional, looks like about 11-12% to take it down to 900 even. I will not start the new child support amount until the first day of November, because the first day of October is in 2 days. So that's kind of messed up. So but that's what I'll be looking at doing, sir. So, Mr. Abbott, questions or comments, sir?
I do, sir. So is basically, as long as she's going to school, she says part-time, and she doesn't make any money, and as long as she stays at basically minimum wage, I have no choice but to pay that $1,400 in May, or
Yes,
can
sir.
I have
Well,
that
in May, sir? In May or June, you would have that. You would have that no matter what. because your other child will have emancipated, and that's not a factor anymore. So it will be all based solely on what you earn at that point, sir.
But my question is that can I go back and have that relooked again? Because if she just sits at minimum wage her whole life, then I'm going to end up.
Here's the deal, sir. Again, like I was telling you, right now, the only reason that's being factored in is because you have one of the children with you. Next May, when that child, your son is an adult and graduates from high school, we don't look at what she earns at all, only what you earn.
Okay.
If she won the lottery between now and then, I couldn't look at the fact she's won millions of dollars, sir. The child support would still be based on what you earned at that point.
I understand. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. All right then, Ms. Hubbard, I'm going to go ahead and set it up that way. Ms. Bristol, I was going to come to you. Questions, ma'am? Comments?
Yes, Your Honor. I just have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we able to backdate this to the date that Mr. Abbott was served?
I am not, ma'am. That's my choice. That is my choice, and based on these circumstances, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and start the first day of. Okay, I'm sorry. It is my choice, but I'm sorry. Under the law, I still have to start. Sorry, Mr. Abbott, I do have to start the first day of October. Sorry, I can't push it out. I'm looking at it now. I cannot push it out that far. I can start the first day of October.
Well, I appreciate what you can do, sir. I'm just trying to
be somewhat fair, but the bottom line is the math's the math. And again, I'm starting the first day of. Which ISD does he go to school, sir?
Belton.
All right, let's look at. We bring up BISD that we all know right now.
And what's upsetting is the fact.
Which high school, sir?
He goes to Belton High School. The one on Sparta, the older one.
I'm sorry?
He goes to the old Belton High School, the one on Sparta.
Okay. All right, then let's see. What? Well, to leave it to Belton to mess the calendar. Now give me an annual calendar. I got to click my way through it. Okay, it looks like Belton High School graduation is May 23rd, so the new child support amount will start the first day of June.
Okay, the new child support in June. Okay.
Yeah. All right, then. So the state can put that amount. Go ahead and do that. They'll put in the order, sir. They'll automatically start starting on the first day of June. The $1,400 amount will start as child support going forward. How old is the youngest child?
15, Your Honor.
15, okay. All right, then. And which school district she goes? Is she in, ma'am?
KISD, but when she graduates, Your Honor, she'll still be 17.
Okay,
she began.
Okay, well, again, it goes. Here's the deal: it goes to 18th birthday and/or graduation. So if she's still 17 when she graduates, then it continues till she's 18 years old. I graduated when I was 17 and then turned 18 until my second semester as a freshman in college. So yeah, I know how it works. So.
I'm sorry, I'm unclear, Your Honor. So his child support will stop when she graduates or when she turns 18?
When she turns 18.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now she does so some strange reason she doesn't graduate at that year. Then it goes with when she turns when she graduates from high school at that point, ma'am. But again, if she graduates when she's 17, then it goes to 18. If she doesn't graduate till after she's 18, then that's that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I'm not going to make. I was getting ready to make a lib remark about people who kids go to Belton High School and Killeen schools, but since I went to Killeen for 7 years and graduated from Belton High, I better not say a word about that. So yeah. All right. Anything? Okay. One final time around, Mr. Abbott. Anything else, sir?
No, sir. I just say I'm frustrated because I continue to buy Caitlin's, clothes or anything else that she needs, and I do that out of my heart, and then I still got to pay her all this money.
Again, sir, the amounts are the amounts, and child support never covers. It's not child support. You still pay. You still give your kids what your kids need and what they want. So that's the way it works, sir. Sorry. But
Okay.
you're a good dad, so that's the way it's got. But again, sir, this is the way I got it. This is what the law allows me to do, and anything else you do extra, that's for your daughter's sake. And like I say, we all do that, sir. We all did that. So yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time and also for you adjusting how you did. Thank you.
All right, Miss Abbott. I mean, Miss Bristol. Anything else now?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to both of y'all. Congratulations on 2 good kids, and go Big Red.
There you go.
Homecoming's tomorrow night, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, they're retiring officially Harry Wilson's number. The played football with him when I was at Belton.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a long ago. His nickname was Wild Horse Harry. So yeah,
That's cool.
it was a tragic circumstance, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Anyway, everybody be careful out there, and we're off the record. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, right quick, may the court cost be waived in this case?
Oh God, yes, it's a bet. Yeah, no problem.
Thank
you could automatically do that every time you're there a bet. Okay, yeah, not a problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Ms. Bristol, Mr. Abbott will get that order out to you shortly, but you can sign off for today.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.